third, and it will be the shortstop Montoya comes up with this catch. So 2 away here, quickly for OPSU.
Hold on. Garcia.
Omar Garcia up next. 0-1 on the afternoon is Garcia. First pitch is a ball. Garcia coming into this series, batting .324, now in the 4 spot. Takes this pitch for a strike 1. That moves the count to 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's Rainwater again. This one in the dirt, takes a couple bounces. Catcher Zenick not able to retrieve this one. 2-1. Oh, Garcia, nice wood on that one. And it floats right into the glove of Osborne at center. That will do it. Quick 1-2-3 inning for OPSU. Stay with us. More upcoming Rattlers and Aggies on the Rattler Network.
We have so much to celebrate in Division II. We're especially proud of our commitment to make a wish.
Division II student athletes led a 10 initiative to raise funds and help grant wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions.
$3 million have been raised, and hundreds of children's wishes have been granted. We play hard, we work hard, and we support others in need. Why? It's simple.
Because we care.
Welcome back, Rattler fans, to the top of the 5th inning. An even ball game here, 1-1 between the Rattlers and Aggies. David Tovar, Brian McGlillion with you live from Dixon Stadium on the beautiful campus of St. Mary's University. March Madness continues on the field, and it'll continue next weekend as Alumni Bake. So all students, faculty, staff, and former students here, you're invited to the big party. Alumni Bake, one of the funnest times of the year, and we're hitting that stretch now, Brian, where you got Alumni Bake, and then 2 weeks later you have Oyster Bake, then you have finals, and finally the summer, as this first batter, Osborne, at the top of the order, flies out to left. Scott Jones, nice catch for out number 1.
As you mentioned, an exciting time here going on here at St. Mary's University. As you mentioned, Baby Bake going on next weekend. And not to mention, we also have our baseball and softball teams in action as well throughout the course of this upcoming month. As
out number 2 is recorded. Bernal flies out to the opposite field over the right side. Orton comes up with the catch, so quick 2 away. And up next is Crosswhite, the first baseman. First pitch from Maldonado is wild. It goes past the glove of Funk. So we 1-0. Nice pitch by Maldonado. Oh, almost over at Maldonado. Does a good job getting out of the way. And Garcia not able to retrieve this one. Adrian Garcia over at center comes up with that stop.
And that right there is definitely one of the most dangerous plays in all of sports.
Yeah, we saw it earlier this week. I believe
In
a Cardinals
spring,
pitcher, yeah.
Cincinnati Reds
Oh, excuse
pitcher.
me, yeah.
In spring training, got hit with a line drive up the middle. Fortunately, I believe he's okay.
He's going to be okay. He might even come back this season, but always one of those scary situations there. So good job by Maldonado. And he has those reflexes. He's an infielder. He tends to play second base, I would say 90% of the time.
But when you're on the pitcher's
Yeah.
mound, you can have the fastest reflexes and still.
Yeah, that ball's coming at you, and it's at a shorter distance.
But great job by Mario. Was able to get the glove up next to his face to protect his face as well as ducking out of the way. So it's something that little leaguers should learn and take into account as well.
The 1-1 here to Offutt. Make it 2-1. This one's outside. Offutt, of course, the designated hitter. Big hit in his last at bat, 1 for 2 on the afternoon, and a epic jog trot to second. This one outside. Make it 3-1. Next pitcher, Maldonado. This one again taken for a ride foul. Left side, 3-1. Okay, that sound effect caught me off guard. That was funny. Yeah, the sound effects here from Dixon Stadium. Many of them hilarious in nature. Help pass by the course of a baseball game. 3-2 the count. Here's Maldonado. And it will put Offutt on first. So a walk given up there by Maldonado. 2 on, 2 away.
Second baseman, Lucas Ogaz.
Ogaz up next. Ogaz also 1 for 2 on the afternoon. He's got 2 runners on. And one would think here a simple ground out to second can do the job. First pitch is a strike, 0-1. Second pitch by Maldonado. It's taken over to the left. Jones trying to get under it, and does, and that will retire the side. So OPSU strands 2. We're still even here, 1-1 between Oklahoma Panhandle State and St. Mary's. Stay with us. More baseball coming your way on the Rattler Network.
So much to celebrate in Division II. We're especially proud of our commitment to make a win.
Division II student athletes led a 10 initiative to raise funds and help grant wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions.
Nearly $1 million have been raised, and hundreds of children's wishes have been granted. We play hard, we work hard, and we support others in need. Why? It's simple.
Because we care.
Welcome back, Rattler fans. The bottom of the 5th inning is about to commence. Leading off is the first baseman, Joe Hermson. They'll be taking on Rainwater, and we got to mention Rainwater is working on a no-hitter. That's right, a no-hitter. He has no hits. He hasn't given up any hits yet, but he has given up a run. And I don't know who coined it here on the press box. It's an awkward no-hitter.
Yes.
Yeah, it's one of those weird ones that you really can't explain.
I would like
and
to.
that was Orton. I think Orton got on with a walk, and then he stole second and third, and then he got in with a squeeze bunt to home. So if you're Rainwater and you're tied here, so you have a no-hitter going and you're tied at 1-1, mind you. You don't see that often. Hermson earns a walk here.
But I would like to take credit for coining the term awkward
sure.
no-hitter going on. Very rare you see a team have a run on the board with no hits, and that's what the Rattlers have so far in this ball game.
And back some scores from the NCAA tournament. Still out to half. Gonzaga leads number 9 Oklahoma State. That's an 8-9 matchup, 43-34. And then what is being viewed very intently here in the press box, I think, number 2 Kansas and number 15 Eastern Kentucky, 51-53. Leading is number 15 Eastern Kentucky. And there goes my bracket if I made one. Because I had Kansas going all the way. And one would assume there's no Embiid playing. So Roberts at the plate. First pitch to him is a strike. Roberts on the afternoon, 0-1. On deck for St. Mary's is Keith Funk. Rainwater still working on that no-hitter. Already giving up a walk here in this bottom of the 5th inning. Rainwater deals. And Hermson trots back to first after Zynuk threatened the toss over to first. 1-1 here to Roberts upcoming. Back over to first. Hermson safe. And we'll try it again. One and two now here to Roberts. Rainwater sets up and goes back to first. It's a very good opportunity the Rattlers have here. No outs. They have one on base. They have Roberts. He's a good hitter, and if he gets on base, batter definitely has the wheels. Roberts shows bunt, and that moves the count to 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here for Roberts. And now the bunt laid down by Roberts. Roberts going to try to beat it out. Not able to, but he advances Hermson over to second. So 1 away. And 1 still on over at second. Now up next is Keith Funk.
A bit of small ball being played by the Rattlers. Hermson able to advance to second on the sac bunt. And now Funk up to bat with only 1 out.
Oh, and 1 to Funk. One away and 1 on here for St. Mary's. We're all even at 1 apiece. Rattlers and Aggies. That ball is low. And that'll bring the count to an even, actually 2-1, I believe. And so now Zinke and Rainwater will chit-chat a little bit. Rainwater, of course, as we mentioned here at the top of this inning, is not giving up a hit yet.
An awkward no-hitter
Yeah,
going on right now.
Yeah, but he's giving up a run. And just one of those things that happen in baseball. And the second half underway here for Gonzaga and Oklahoma State, 51-41. The Zags lead the Cowboys, 8-9 matchup there. Top seed leading. 2-1 here to Funk. That pitch down low. That'll bring the count to 3-1. Here the fans having a good time here at Dixon Stadium. And here's Funk. That's over to short. Hermson backs up to second, and Funk. Oh.
Great play there by Crosswhite.
Yeah, able to retreat that. Take a heck of a bounce. And Crosswhite able to control that one and finally corral that ball out number 2. And still no hits given up here by Rainwater. Here's the next pitch. That one close to Garcia. Would you say Wichita State's probably one of the most must-watch game?
Wichita State, they're undefeated, aren't they?
They're the 1 seed taking on the 16. That'll take place at 6:10 Central. And yeah, they're the 1 seed, and they got a late slot. I think that's a must-watch. I mean, they have been undefeated. They won their conference tournament, and they did not lose throughout the regular season. 2-0 count here to Garcia. Garcia. Oh, he gets one. The shortstop Montoya not able to come up with it. They're going to roll that a base hit, so Rainwater's no-hitter is
no more.
no more.
Left fielder Scott Jones.
So now Scott Jones will come on, and Rainwater will have to regroup after that, and so will Montoya, the shortstop, as the Rattlers now in scoring position. 2 runners on at the corners.
And back to Wichita State, whether or not they are a must-watch. Anytime you go undefeated throughout the course of the regular season and you head into postseason play, you're a must-watch team.
Well, see, I'm more cynical. I think that conference schedule was lighter than most. Granted, Florida, I mean, they're playing the SEC, and SEC, of course, the football conference, minus Kentucky. I don't know if Florida really has, as steep a competition, but I think a little more so Wichita State. But hey, Wichita State did draw one of the toughest regions in that tournament, as this one is popped over to center field, and Scott Jones will fly one out, and that will retire the bottom of the 5th inning. The Rattlers strand 2, including 1 at third. We're all even here going into the 6th, 1-1. Stay with us, more upcoming. Rattler Baseball continues.
So much to celebrate in Division II. We're especially proud of our commitment to make a wish.
Division II student athletes have a 10-year initiative to raise funds and help grant wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions.
Nearly $3 million have been raised, and hundreds of children's wishes have been granted. We play hard, we work hard, and we support others in need. Why? It's simple.
Because we care.
Welcome back, Rattler fans. A change on the mound here as this one is grounded over to third and the play at first. Ty Miles will now check in. This is his 6th appearance on the year. He'll be in.
Catcher Nicholas Ziga.
He'll be in relief of Mario Maldonado, who will still DH. Miles from Seguin, Texas, is a freshman. Yeah, we got out number 1. Now 0-2 against this batter, the catcher Zynick. And Zynick, oh, nice hit up the middle. Adrian Garcia at center will pick this one up as the wind has picked up here at Dixon Stadium. Also the sun coming out.
Third baseman Ruben Aguirre.
The top of the 6th inning. And a very close battle here with OPSU, all even at 1 apiece. I'm telling you folks, March Madness extends past the hardwood. So 1 on, 1 away. Here is Miles. Good pitch to Aguirre, and Miles has his own cheering section. In a huge ovation as he took the mound. And there's Miles again. This one is chopped over to third. Gonzalez over to second. The play is made. Good job there by the second baseman, Omar Garcia. Able to corral that one.
And that right there was a potential double play ball, but Al's throw just off the bag. Great job, as he mentioned, by Omar Garcia, able to record the sure out at second to keep the runner over at first.
So 2 away, runner on first. Up next is Wooten facing Miles. First pitch to Wooten is a strike 1. Wooten on the day, 1 for 2. There's Miles again. This one a little bit outside, and Funk had some trouble corralling this one. Brings the count to 1-1. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. An even ball game. 1-1 is the score. The last game was a tight one as well. The Rattlers able to pull that one out 2-1. And it looks like he might take another one of those efforts here. Miles outside. And then some news, I just got that on the on your tablet, Mr. McGluey, on the New York Jets release Mark Sanchez, a former first-round pick. Could we get him instead of Whedon?
You said quietly to yourself here.
Yeah, said my fellow Cowboy fan intently monitoring the stats. 3-2 the count here to Wooten. 2 away. Miles has done a good job here in this inning. Entering here in the top of the 6th. Now trying to get out of the top of the 6th. Here is Miles again. The full count, 3-2. Wooten pops one up to center, and Adrian gets under it. Garcia records the out, and that will do it. One stranded by OPSU, and the Rattlers will bat next in the bottom of the 6th. Stay with us. Tomorrow coming. Rattler Baseball continues on the Rattler Network.
so much to celebrate in Division II. We're especially proud of our commitment to make a wish.
Division II student athletes led a 10 initiative to raise funds and help grant wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions.
Nearly $1 million have been raised, and hundreds of children's wishes have been granted. We play hard, we work hard, and we support others in need. Why? It's simple.
Because we care.
Welcome back, Rattler fans. David Tovar, Brian McLuhan on live from Dixon Stadium. A tight one here between the number 6 St. Mary's Rattlers and the Oklahoma Panhandle State Aggies. 1-1 score. Back at the top of the order are the Rattlers. First pitch is awry. It's 1-0. So Orton takes ball 2. Next pitch to Orton is a ball. So 3-0. Good start here for Brooks Orton, leading off the bottom of the 6th inning. Rainwater, who had a no-hitter through 5, but as you mentioned, Brian, it was an awkward no-hitter. He gave up a run in the bottom of the 1st, but of course that was through some walks and a squeeze bunt. And here's another walk over to Orton, and that's exactly how Orton scored. Orton, the lone Rattler to score in this ball game, and when he got on in the bottom of the 1st. He got over to first, he stole second, stole third, and then he was able to come home on a squeeze play. So let's see if Brooks has the wheels once again here. Maldonado up next for St. Mary's. He started the game off pitching, now has moved over to designated hitter. Nice outing for him, 5 innings pitched. And Maldonado hit as Brooks Orton did exactly that. Leads the team in steals, as he mentioned. This is, I believe, his 18th. More like 19 on the year.
However, that won't be called a stolen base
steal
because Maldonado was hit by the pitch, as time is now called.
So now the skipper chatting with Rainwater. An update from the NCAA tournament. Number 2, Kansas 66. Number 15, Eastern Kentucky 61. 3:19 remaining in that ball game. And as we've talked about all day long, everyone's bracket probably already busted thanks to Mercer. If it wasn't Ohio State to ruin your day right at the beginning of the madness, and it was definitely Duke earlier this morning.
Third baseman, Al Gonzalez.
So 2 on and Gonzalez on. Up next for St. Mary's, and a big reaction, as you can hear from the crowd here at Dixon Stadium. First pitch to Gonzalez is a strike. This pitch to Gonzalez, a ball. And Gonzalez fouls that one away. 1-2. So 2 on for St. Mary's. It's Maldonado at first, Orton at second, and Al Gonzalez at the plate. 1-2 to Gonzalez. This one gets past the catcher, and the runners will advance. And Orton wants to come home, and he'll be held at third by Coach Ermis. And a fielding error there by the pitcher and catcher.
And Al giving that ball a good ride down the left field line as it fell into foul territory. 2-2 still the count. And that ball almost gets away from Zenick. 3-2 now the count. Nobody out with runners on second and third for the Rattlers.
After that pass ball. Good job by the Rattlers there taking advantage. Let's see if Gonzalez can drive in a run here. The 3-2 to Gonzalez. And he will head to the bases, and Rainwater, who has pitched pretty decently. He's only given up 1 hit, as we mentioned, and he had that going through 5 innings.
Second baseman Omar Garcia
Has now put 3 on the bags and has loaded the bases for his Aggies. And it looks here, as we're under a minute in the Kansas-Eastern Kentucky game, that there'll be a couple of Rattler faithful who are also Kansas fans smiling ear to ear as they look to survive the scare from the number 15, Eastern Kentucky. And this Rattler fan has his national championship pick still intact. And a balk is called on Rainwater. And that will bring in another run. The Rattlers will take that.
And it is these self-inflicted errors that have caused the Rattlers to come away with a 1-run lead here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Huge turn of events here for St. Mary's. They now take the 2-1 lead in OPSU. Seems to be coming undone here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Rainwater in particular. Here's the next pitch, and this is gonna be caught. Good play there by Wooten, the right fielder, but another run comes in. That's Maldonado, and so he'll come in to score.
And a sac fly scores Mario from third. Great base running there by Maldonado, able to tag up at third and was able to come and score easily off the errant throw from the right fielder Wooten. And now up to bat is Joe Hermsen. And that first pitch is in the dirt for ball number 1.
So 1-0 count here to Hermsen. Still a runner on second, one away. As the Rattlers here have now padded their lead once again. It was all even at 1 here coming into this inning. Rattlers score 2. Here's Hermsen. This one will fall in shallow left, and now runners at the corners again for St. Mary's, and this one is overthrown the third baseman, but it is finally retrieved by the catcher. And now time is called.
And this is what the Rattlers will do to you. Once you give them any wiggle room, once you commit an error or 2 or 3 or 4, I mean, the Rattlers will make you pay, and they're doing so right here to Rainwater and the rest of the Aggies.
We're the 3 best friends that anyone can have. We're the 3 best friends that anyone can have. And we'll never, ever, ever.
And time is called on the field. I believe a pitching change will be made.
So we'll take a break with them, Rattler fans. Stay with us. Runners at the corners. Drake Roberts next. Rattlers take the lead, 3-1. Welcome back, Rattler fans. A pitching change made by OPSU. Now on the mound for them is Adam Burke, 0-1 on the year. He has made 12 appearances prior to this one. 3.93 ERA, a relief pitcher for OPSU. He'll face Drake Roberts first, and he comes in with an unfavorable situation. He has runners at the corners. Drake Roberts at bat. Goes over to first, and Hermsen is safe. Hermsen at first, Gonzalez at third. Here is Burke to deliver the 1-0. Roberts lays down a nice bunt. And Roberts going to try to beat the throw. He doesn't, but a run comes in. So that is out number 2, and another run coming in. And the Rattlers have taken a 4-1 lead.
Catcher, Keith Funk.
So now Keith Funk will come in, and Urmson at second. The sack bunt by Roberts brings in Gonzalez. And a balk now on Burke. Only a second at bat here. And so that'll move another runner over. Funk 0 for 2 on the afternoon here in this game. This is fair, and the play at first is made. And so Funk with a nice hit and not able to get to the base. Just beat very closely. But the Rattlers score 3 in the bottom of the 6th, and they take a 4-1 lead over Oklahoma Panhandle State. You're watching all the action right here on the Rattler Network.
So much to celebrate in Division II, but we're especially proud of our commitment to make a wish.
Division II student athletes led a 10 initiative to raise funds and help grant wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions.
Nearly $1 million have been raised. Hundreds of children's wishes have been granted. We play hard, we work hard, and we support others in need. Why? It's simple.
Because we care.
Welcome back, Rattler fans. The top of the 7th inning underway. Ty Miles on the mound for St. Mary's, and leading off for OPSU is the center fielder, number 2, Osmond, back at the top of the order for OPSU. Rattler score 3 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning. And they now lead it 4-1. First pitch by Miles is a strike. One-on-one here from Miles. This one way outside, make it 2-1. Strike two, and Miles evens up the count at 2 apiece. This one is popped up high over to center. And great job by Adrian Garcia. So that is out number 1 here of this inning. Up next is Bernal. Bernal 0 for 3 on the day. Here's Miles delivering. Nice pitch, nice curve. And an 0-1 to start off the count. Here's Miles again. Strike 2, and quickly, pitcher jumping out in front of the count, 0-2. Now 1-2. Here's Miles up high. He moves up the count at 2-2. And Miles outside again. Now 3-2. Once up ahead 0-2, and now has allowed Bernal back into this count. All even here, 3-2. And Bernal with the back end of the bat. Flies this one over to second, and Omar Garcia with the catch. 0-2 away.
First baseman, Nick Crosswhite.
Now the first baseman, Crosswhite, at the plate, 1 for 3 on the day. And Crosswhite. Garcia extends, not able to make the play. Now Adrian Garcia able to field it at center. And Crosswhite gets a 2-out single.
Designated hitter, Evan Offit.
That will bring up Offit. And here's Offit, this one over to right, and Orton able to make the play. And that will retire the side as OPSU strands 1. Rattlers lead it 4-1. Stay with us, more upcoming. Bottom of the 7th inning. It's time to stretch. Welcome back, Rattler fans. Bottom of the 7th inning. Adrian Garcia leading off. First pitch to him was a ball 1-0. David Tovar, Brian McGlue on live from Dixon Stadium. Inside the campus of St. Mary's University, the gem of the brand new park at St. Mary's. 1-1 here to Garcia. On the mound is Burke for OPSU. That's strike 2 to Garcia. Rattlers scored 3 in their last inning when they were at bat. In the bottom of the 6th. Here they're looking to tack on some more runs.
And Garcia's hit, fielded by the second baseman, Ogaz, who throws over to first in time for the first out of the bottom of the 7th inning.
So 1 away. Now Scott Jones will enter the fray. Jones, who has had some nice catches over at left field this afternoon, now batting. First pitch from Burke. That's in the dirt. 1-0. Two and one to Jones. This one outside, make it 3-1. Update from March Madness. 5:38 remaining in the second half. Number 8 Gonzaga leads number 9 Oklahoma State 65-54.
Scott Jones got hit by that pitch right there as he'll take first base.
So 1 away and a 1 on for St. Mary's. That is Jones. And we'll go back to the top of the order with the right fielder Brooks Orton now at the plate. Orton, who you can really point back to, and that's who's gotten the rallies going for St. Mary's. At the bottom of the 1st and the bottom of the 6th again. Back over to first. Jones, a huge lead, and he's able to dive back over to first. He is safe. Checking back over at first to Jones. He is safe. Here at the plate, 0-1 to Orton. Burke. There's Orton. This one over to right and a diving catch. He did not catch it, excuse me. As the umpire marked it safe. So Brooks Orton with a nice hit. He gets all the way to second. Slided into second base. And Jones all the way at third.
Great attempt there by Wooten at right field. Unable to corral the ball. The ball just slipped right under him. Great sliding, diving attempt. But nonetheless, it'll be 2 Rattlers on in scoring position for none other than Mario Maldonado.
So Maldonado on here with a big chance to drive in some runs for St. Mary's and increased their lead coming into this series. Maldonado with 16 RBIs. That was good enough for the lead on the team. This one is fouled away. 1-1 to Maldonado when Burke gets the ball back in the glove.
That one hit sharply up the middle. There to make the play is the second baseman, Ogaz, who made a diving attempt, was able to stop the ball with his forearm, scrambled, and was still able to make the throw to first in time for the second out of the inning.
Now before a run comes in for St. Mary's, they have taken a 5-1 lead here. And now Al Gonzalez back at the plate.
Off-speed pitch in the zone for called strike one to Al.
One and one here to Gonzalez. Runner on third for St. Mary's, still threatening. Here's some fans yelling, "Get your crayon!" from the that's the event that's going to take place inside the that tent you see on the right side of your screen, Rattler fans. It's a it's going to be an interactive paint party. Gonzalez over to first, and he is tagged, and that will retire the side. Rattlers score one more in the bottom of the seventh inning. They take a 5-1 lead over OPSU. Stay with us. More baseball on the Rattler Network.
With 12 premier institutions across 4 states, the members of the Heartland Conference are proud partners of their communities and NCAA Division II. We are committed to the academic and athletic success of our student-athletes. The Heartland Conference offers a vibrant championship experience with schools that are nationally competitive, engaged with their communities, and supported by hundreds of thousands of fans who promote a positive game environment. To learn more about the Heartland Conference, visit us at heartlandsports.org. Choose Division II. Choose the Heartland Conference.
Welcome back, Rattler fans. The top of the 8th inning here as Rattlers lead 5-1. Ty Miles, on the mound for St. Mary's. First pitch is fouled away. 0-1. Ogaz at the plate for
And there to make the play is Hermsen over at first. He fields it and takes it to the bag himself. And that's good for out number 1 here in the top of the 8th.
Shortstop, Robert Montoya.
Now up to bat is Montoya.
Montoya hacks to this one fouled back, 0-1. So 1 away already here in the top of the 8th inning. The Rattlers looking to make it a perfect 2-0 on the afternoon. Remember, they'll have their final game of this series tomorrow afternoon, 1 p.m. here from Dixon Stadium. You can catch it on the Rattler Network in between the Madness of March. Here's a 1-1. This one fouled away. I think you hear the fans here at Dixon Stadium having a blast. They are really enjoying. They are really enjoying this the time here.
And Keith Funk looks a bit shaken up behind home plate.
This one up high. So Wooten will get Montoya will get a free trip down the line. 1 away and 1 on. Miles will regroup here as he'll face the next batter. Number 18. I believe that is a pinch hitter.
Your attention, please, for the Aggies pinch hitting for Xenia, number 18, Christopher McClendon.
McClendon, who saw some action in the first game. He'll see it again here. And this is the proverbial gut check time for OPSU. They are behind the 8 ball. They're down by 4. They got 1 on here, 1 away, and try to bring on an able bat here. So 2-0 count here for McClendon. Here is Miles. That one's outside. 3-0 quickly. Miles, a freshman from Seguin, getting his 6th appearance here in the Rattler blue and gold. Next pitch is a strike. Brings us to 3-1. Here's Miles. Up high. And that is another walk. Miles gives away here. So now 2 on the bags. Keith Funk going to chit-chat with Miles. And, you know, those meetings in the mound always, not always, you know, about the X's and O's. It could just simply be telling them, hey, check out that tent going on right field. Or, hey, look at what's going on in the stands, you know. Just to try to kind of get the pitcher back in the groove and kind of just get him to stop thinking about that last at-bat.
Yeah, to try to regroup and reset himself and get his mind ready for the next batter.
So 1-0 count here. Next pitch from Miles is a strike. 1-1.
Some activity in each team's bullpen. Rattlers look to have one arm warming up, while the Aggies have one as well, as Funk able to keep that ball in front of him. Good job there.
Aguirre takes a swing, and that is strike 2. 1-2 the count here. I would assume maybe Rick Villa warming up. I believe that is him in that bullpen for St. Mary's. 1-2. 1 away, 2 on for OPSU. Here is Miles setting up. Just outside, and 2-2. That ball fouled away. They'll keep the count at 2-2. And Miles gets Aguirre swinging. So 2 away here.
Right fielder, Trey Wooten.
So that we've seen some people from that Dayglow thing, and I guess we should explain what, at least my best understanding of what it is. A paint party. These crazy kids. They it's kind of like a dance club. You're dancing, and then you get paint thrown on you. It looks pretty cool. Makes for some cool photo ops. Point being, well, we saw a couple of the other people, I guess, helping set up, and I guess the guinea pigs as well. They already came drenched in paint, and you know we wear white usually to these events, so you can see the paint all over you. And yeah, so it looks pretty fun. That should be happening, I believe, at 7 p.m. here on campus. That's right to the right of the field, and then on the left you still have ultimate hot frisbee going on. This one is popped up to right, and that will retire the side. Miles gets out of this one unscathed. 5-1 lead for St. Mary's. Stay with us. Bottom of the 8th up next. Rattlers and Aggies. Welcome back, Rattlers. The bottom of the 8th inning. Rattlers will lead off with Omar Garcia. Joe Hermson on deck for the Rattlers. First pitch to Garcia, upcoming from a new pitcher. It's Parker for OPSU. First pitch to Garcia is a ball 0-1, 1-0. This one is just foul. Had a nice ride, and it would have landed almost at the fence, but just trickles foul. And so Garcia will come back. 2 balls, 1 strike is his count. So 3-1 here to Garcia. And Garcia pops this one up over to center, and the play is made by Osborne.
First baseman Joe Hermson.
And that is out number 1. Joe Hermson up next for St. Mary's.
Hermson tried to hold his swing right there, but he went around. Strike 1. One and one now, the count to Joe. And that one hit down the line into foul territory. 1-2 the count now. That one low and in the dirt for ball number 2. 2-2 now the count to Hermson.
Hermson fouls that one away. 2-2 the count. One away here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And an update from March Madness. This one is almost over. 1 minute remaining. Gonzaga, the 8th seed, leading the number 9 seed, Oklahoma State. Cowboys 79-70. As Hermson is hit by that pitch, he'll head over to the first base.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Shortstop, Drake Roberts.
Oh, our soundboard operator having a blast, and you know you're gonna get a good show when you got that guy over at the soundboard. Now Roberts at the plate, 1 away, and 1 on is Hermson. Here is Parker about to deliver the pitch, and Roberts fouls that one, and that one is sailing right into the parking lot, and takes a couple hops. Hopefully not by this broadcaster's car. 0-1. There's Roberts. This one is fouled back into the stands. Oh, and 2.
And on that pitch, Roberts swung on a pitch well out of the zone. It was a high pitch, and it was more or less a defensive swing right there, as Roberts was able to fight that one off. 0-2 now.
One and 2. So a 1-2 count here for Roberts. They check on Hermson at first. So ball 2 there. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Catcher, Keith Funk.
So now 2 away. Second pitch to Keith Funk, who is now at the plate, is a ball 1-1. 2 outs, 1 runner on. Over at first, that is Hermson. Rattlers have scored in the last 2 innings, 3 in the 6th and 1 in the 7th. Now here in the 8th, Funk chops this one over to the right side, and that is fouled away. Moves the count to 1-2. There is Parker. The 1-2 to Funk, and Funk flies that one in the infield over to second, and that will retire the bottom of the 8th. 5-1 the score. The Rattlers lead the Aggies. As we head to the 9th, the Aggies, one final gasp when we return.
With 12 premier institutions across 4 states, the members of the Heartland Conference are proud partners of their communities and NCAA Division II. We are committed to the academic and athletic success of our student athletes. The Heartland Conference offers a vibrant championship experience with schools that are nationally competitive, engaged with their communities, and supported by hundreds of thousands of fans who promote a positive game environment. To learn more about the Heartland Conference, visit us at heartlandsports.org. Choose Division II. Choose the Heartland Conference.
Welcome back, Rattler fans. The top of the ninth inning as the Rattlers lead 5-1 over OPSU. They're looking to make it 2 straight here to begin their 3-game series. The next game will take place tomorrow afternoon, 1 p.m. here from Dixon Stadium. On the mound for St. Mary's is Ty Miles. And batting for OPSU is their center fielder Osborne, back at the top of the order. This one is hit over to right field, and the play not made in time by Orton.
Left fielder Jordan Bernal.
Now Bernal will come in, the left fielder.
And it looks like a pinch hitter will be coming into the game.
Your attention, please, for the Aggies pinch hitting for Bernal. Number 35, Dylan Dudley.
You want to do it? You want to do it?
Number 35, Dylan Dudley. Here's the pitch. In the zone for a called strike 1. Miles has done a terrific job in relief in this ball game. When he entered, the game was tied at 1 apiece, and since then the Rattlers have come alive, scoring 4 runs since. And Ty Miles is in line for the victory here if he could record the final 3 outs.
No outs yet here for the Rattlers. 0-2 count here by Miles. 1 on. Here's Miles. Outside. And it's a pass ball. Let's see if the runner gets a second, and he does safely. Two and two here for Miles. Runner at second now after the pass ball. And this one is hit over the second baseman, Garcia. That's in our runners at the corners. And this last, well, what is potentially a final inning just got very interesting for the Aggies and for St. Mary's. Hop. 1-1 here from Miles, and runners at the corners here. At the plate is Crosswhite, the first baseman. Here's Miles. Just away. 2-1.
that one popped right up the elevator shaft. And there to make the play is Omar Garcia for the first out of the inning.
That's one away, and the runner still at the corners for St. Mary's, but getting one away makes things more manageable. Now you have the DH Alford upcoming here for OPSU. This is the guy you want to get in a try to get in a ground out double play situation. Here's the first pitch from Miles. Alford takes a big swing, and it's left wide. 0-1. And Alford gets a big hit down the middle, and that'll bring up a run. Osborne will cross the plate, and now the Aggies score one here in the top of the ninth. They bring the score within 3, 5-2 now. And now the Aggies will make a substitution. They'll pinch run for Alford.
Your attention please for the Aggies pinch running at first base for Alford, number 5, Jordan Sprouse. And pinch hitting for August, number 4, Samuel Moreno.
And pitching change will be made. We'll tell you all about it when we come back from this short break.
Welcome back, Growler fans. The top of the ninth inning continues here. OPSU puts one on the board. Now pitching is the double deuce, number 22, Rick Villa. 2 balls and 1 strike in this at bat. Gonzaga just beat Oklahoma State, so all the Cowboy fans. Moreno at the plate here for OPSU. 2 on for the Aggies, 1 at first, 1 at second, and now Moreno here at the plate. Here's Moreno, chops this one over to third. It bounces foul. 3-2.
And that one hit into shallow left field. Unable to make the play is Jones.
And let's see where they're going to hold off the run. They'll hold him at third. So now the base is loaded for Villa. And what should have been a seemingly simple play.
And the bases are loaded now. Montoya up to bat.
Oh, this one way up high. And Montoya ducking his head. Getting out of harm's way there. 1-0. As we mentioned, bases are loaded. Only 1 away here in the top of the 9th inning. And potentially the go-ahead run here. Let's see if Villa can get this. Hopefully a ground out or a double play here on the ground. 2-0 count. That pitch is a strike for Villa.
Good job by Villa, able to hit his location. And that was an important pitch. It brings the count now to 2-1. And that one hit high to left. And that one drops just foul. Much to the dismay of the OPSU contingency here inside Dixon Stadium.
Update quickly for March Madness. UNC in Providence has just begun. 17-16 lead for your national championship pick, UNC.
And the count goes full now to Montoya. Here's the payoff pitch from Rick Villa. High and out of the zone, and a run will score.
So that is not what you wanted if you're the Rattlers and they give up a run. That's the second one this inning.
Catcher, Bo Ibarra.
5-3 the score.
And now up to bat is Bo Ibarra, but not before a meeting at the mound.
That Carolina game's going on here in San Antonio.
Over at the AT&T Center?
Indeed.
Just a short drive.
Yeah, here from St. Mary's. Hop on 10, then 35, and that'll do a trick. And let's see who's coming on. I think they're going to stick with Villa, but they're going to chit-chat and talk some strategy here. I think they're going to with Garcia, excuse me. They're going to bring Adrian Garcia out from center field. And he's going to try to close this game out. Sepulveda will head over to center. And we'll take a timeout while Garcia warms up. Stay with us, more upcoming. Rattler baseball trying to hold on here against OPSU.
With 12 premier institutions across 4 states, the members of the Heartland Conference are proud partners of their communities and NCAA Division II. We are committed to the academic and athletic success of our student athletes. The Heartland Conference offers a vibrant championship experience with schools that are nationally competitive, engaged with their communities, and supported by hundreds of thousands of fans who promote a positive game environment. To learn more about the Heartland Conference, visit us at heartlandsports.org. Choose Division II. Choose the Heartland Conference.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Top of the 9th inning. Here, several changes were made during the break. Now pitching Adrian Garcia. And Sepulveda for the Rattlers is now playing over at left while Scott Jones shifts over to second. Or, excuse me, to center field. Bases are still loaded with only 1 out. And that pitch by Garcia swung on and missed for strike number 2. Rattlers clinging to a 2-run lead here in the top of the 9th inning. OPSU trying to get something going. They have the bases loaded as time is called. And 1 run will score. The throw is cut off by Hermsen. And now it is just a 1-run game. Ibarra with the single and the RBI. Rattlers now lead 5-4. And credit the Aggies of Oklahoma Panhandle State. They will just not go away. They have reeled off 3 consecutive runs here in the top of the 9th inning. At one point, they trailed in this ball game 5-1.
Attention, please, for the Aggies pinch hitting for Aguirre, number 33, Ethan Moffitt.
And now a pinch hitter for the Aggies. Moffitt up to bat. There's only 1 out. Garcia pitching. Here's the pitch. That one off speed, catches the zone. 0-1. Here's the 0-1 from Garcia. Swung on and missed. Strike number 2. A bit of a scare here for St. Mary's, once leading by 4 runs, now only leading by 1. As we headed to the top of this inning, it looked as if it was a formality. And time is called, but now the Rattlers are in a situation where they cannot afford to let another run score. And that one gets away from Funk, and this game is now tied. 5-5. And runners will advance to second and third. A tough break there for the Rattlers.
What a turn of events. 5-5 the score now from Dixon Stadium here in San Antonio. And we went into this last inning thinking it was the final gasp for the Aggies today. They have come back and they have evened this ball game up at 5 apiece. Talk about the madness of March.
Here's the 2-2 from Garcia, swung on and missed. And that's good for the second out of the inning. An out that the Rattlers desperately needed, because it seemed as if it had been forever since the Rattlers had recorded an out. And now up to bat is the right fielder, Wooten. 2 on with 2 outs. Off-speed pitch. Finds the zone for strike 1. The 0-1 from Garcia, low and out of the zone, 1-1. That pitch out of the zone, 2-1 to Wooten.
So Wooten here with a runner on second and third, with a chance to come back and take this lead. What a turn of events! 13 hits, 5 runs for these Aggies, and countless batters on base. At strike number 2, Garcia gets him looking at that strike.
And the count now full, 3-2.
Maybe Garcia don't want to load up these bases once again. And Garcia gets Wooten looking. So the Rattlers will go to the bottom of the 9th here, and they'll try to take their lead and the game back. Stay with us. More Rattler baseball coming on the Rattler Network.
Defensive changes for the Aggies, moving from center field to second base. Peyton Osby now playing center field, number 9, Jacob Milburn. Now playing third base, Samuel Moreno. Now playing left field, Ethan Moffitt. And leading off the ninth for your Rattlers, pitcher Adrian Garcia.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom of the ninth inning. Score is tied at 5 apiece. OPSU able to extend this ball game with a 4-run top of the ninth. And now up to bat for the Rattlers is Adrian Garcia. And the count now at 2-1. Rattlers, for the most part, through the first 8, were in firm control of this ball game, leading 5-1 as Garcia's hit lofted over to left, and unable to make the play is Moffitt, and it'll be a 2-base hit for Adrian Garcia to lead off the inning. And the ruling will be an error on the left fielder Moffitt, who just in the midway point of the ninth inning was subbed in. So first play he sees, he commits an error, and now the potential winning run is on second base for St. Mary's. Up to bat now is Scott Jones, who's 0 for 2 in the ball game. Jones lays down a bunt, beautiful. And there to make the play is the pitcher Parker, who makes the throw over to first in time for out number 1. And now the winning run is 90 feet away with Brooks Orton up to bat. And it looks as if they will intentionally walk Orton. So OPSU will intentionally walk Brooks Orton, and they will face Oscar Sepulveda.
Left fielder Oscar Sepulveda.
Oscar Sepulveda with a chance to win the game for the Rattlers. Runners at the corners with 1 out. OPSU probably trying to get that double play ball. They got a runner over at first, and now the catcher giving signs to his teammates. Sepulveda calls for time. On deck for the Rattlers is Al Gonzalez. This will be Sepulveda's first appearance at the plate in this ball game. And just like that, the Rattlers able to take away the possibility of a double play with a stolen base from none other than Brooks Orton. Orton got a beautiful jump, and now OPSU will once again walk the batter. Sepulveda will be intentionally walked, and now OPSU will have to deal with Al Gonzalez. So bases are loaded with one out for Al Gonzalez. Gonzalez 0 for 2, but has an RBI to his name. A fly ball, well hit to the outfield, would do it for the Rattlers as Al takes the first pitch for a ball. Here's the 1-0. Out of the zone. Ball 2. And the Rattler faithful here inside Dixon Stadium beginning to make some noise. Here's the 2-0 to Al. Almost hit him. 3-0 now the count. And time is called. A walk would score the winning run, and if you're Al Gonzalez, you're probably going to be taking this pitch the whole way. Parker sets. Here's the 3-0. Ooh, in there for a called strike one. 3-1 now the count to Gonzalez. The hit by Gonzalez and a double play to end the bottom of the 9th inning. Big time play there by the Aggies. A 4-6-3 double play. Osmond to Montoya over to Crosswhite. And we will be playing extras here inside Dixon Stadium. Ball game tied at 5 apiece. Stay tuned. You're watching Rattler Baseball right here on the Rattler Network.
For the Aggies,
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are in extra innings here inside Dixon Stadium. 5-5 is the score. OPSU up to bat. And first pitch from Adrian Garcia is good for strike one. Up to bat is Osmond. Off-speed pitch, well out of the zone, 1-1. And what seemed to be a surefire victory for the Rattlers heading into the top of the ninth inning, the Aggies of Oklahoma Panhandle State were able to tie the ball game by putting a 4 spot on the board in the top of the ninth as a leadoff single to start off the top of the 10th by Osmond. And now up to bat is Jacob Milburn. But the Rattlers, throughout the course of the entire ball game, through the first 8, led all the way through 5-1. And now they are in a battle between just 2 teams that will not go away and that really want this victory. Milburn showing bunt. Here's the pitch, and that one laid down and hit foul. 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch from Garcia. And a double play. A bad break there. Milburn's bunt was popped right up. The Rattler infield was playing in. Beautiful job by Al Gonzalez, able to snag the fly and throw it over to first for the first 2 outs of the top of the 10th. A mental error right there by Milburn. And as we alluded to earlier in the broadcast, whenever you lay down a bunt, you do not want to pop it up, and it allowed Gonzalez to make a great play. And now up to bat is Crosswhite, who is 2 for 5 this ball game. And Garcia able to find the strike zone there. 1-1 the count to Crosswhite. Here's the 1-1 from Garcia. Swung on and fouled off. 1-2 now. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and fouled away yet again. Crosswhite trying to preserve the inning for the Aggies. And Garcia able to get Crosswhite out with the strikeout, much to the delight of the Rattler faithful here. 3 up, 3 down after a terrific double play. Rattlers look to end things here as we head to the bottom of the 10th inning. Stay tuned. You're watching Rattler Baseball here on the Rattler Network.
Second baseman, Omar Garcia.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom of the 10th inning here. Leading off for St. Mary's is Omar Garcia. And the first pitch from Parker out of the zone, 1-0. To recap what has gone on so far this afternoon, St. Mary's taking the first game as that hit is dropped, and a leadoff double for Omar Garcia as Moffitt unable to make the diving catch. And just like that, the Rattlers have the winning run in scoring position. But to recap what has gone on and transpired here in this doubleheader, St. Mary's victorious 2-1 in the first game here in the nightcap. St. Mary's in control through the first 8 until OPSU able to score 4 runs in the top of the 9th, which leads us here 5-5 here in the bottom of the 10th. And pinch running for Garcia over at second base is Kenny Corona. And up to bat now for the Rattlers is Joe Hermsen, who is 1 for 2 in this ball game. Hermsen showing bunt, a beautiful bunt to the pitcher, and Hermsen unable to beat the throw, but it advances the runner 90 feet.
Shortstop, Drake Roberts.
And now Drake Roberts up to bat. Similar situation the Rattlers had going for them in the bottom of the 9th inning. They had a runner on second. They were able to bunt him over. But OPSU intentionally walked several Rattler batters, which they are going to do here once again. They're going to walk Drake Roberts in hopes of potentially getting a double play. And Parker will intentionally walk Roberts, which will bring up Keith Funk, who is awaiting on deck. And so now runners at the corners. For Keith Funk now. Funk looking to bring the funk here in the bottom of the 10th inning. Rattlers and Aggies tied at 5 apiece. A hard hit fly ball into the deeper part of the outfield would more than likely do it. The first pitch high and outside, ball 1. Keith 0 for 4 in this ball game. An opportune time for his first hit, and he lofts that one to deep center field. Corona tagging up, and that will do it. The Rattlers bounce back and are able to come out victorious by a score of 6-5. A walk-off sac fly by Keith Funk concludes matters for the day. Rattlers sweep the doubleheader this Friday afternoon. They won the first game 2-1. They win this one 6-5. An impressive performance from the Rattlers. A great show of resiliency from the OPSU Aggies, who were able to make this a ball game late and force extra innings, but the Rattlers able to bounce right back, and they were able to conclude things off a walk-off sac fly by Keith Funk, scoring Corona from third. We remind all of you that the conclusion of this three-game series will be brought to you right here on the Rattler Network. Tomorrow at 1 p.m., St. Mary's will take on Oklahoma Panhandle State University. It will sure be a good one. But as for right now, that'll do things here for everyone here at the Rattler Network. David Tovar, Brian Magliuan here. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow.